Ma'am, you are going the wrong way. I need you to turn your car around right now.
I just need to get home. I live in Palm Beach Gardens. Just let me go.
Ma'am, there are children on this roadway. You need to turn around immediately or you...
She was driving the wrong way down a busy road in broad daylight, nosed up against oncoming traffic, refusing to move. When the police finally got her out of the car, things got so much worse. Comment below what country you are watching from, because this story is about to get wild. Palm Beach County, Florida. A woman named Sarah is caught driving directly into oncoming traffic on a busy road. Officers approach calmly and ask her to simply turn her car around. She refuses. She parks nose to nose with other vehicles, blocking the entire road, and acts like the police are the problem. The smell of alcohol hits the officers immediately. What starts as a traffic hazard becomes a DUI stop, and Sarah is about to make every single mistake a person can possibly make. The officer is patient. He explains clearly, "You are going the wrong way. You need to turn around." Sarah responds by telling him she needs to go home. She argues that the protests nearby made her do it. She tells him she is from the country. She tells him her dog needs food. None of that is a legal defense. None of that moves a single officer. The car stays parked. The charges start stacking. When officers finally tell Sarah to step out of the vehicle, she does, in the moment. She is standing on the pavement. The smell of alcohol is impossible to ignore. The officer pivots from a traffic stop to a full DUI investigation. He offers her field sobriety exercises and even corrects himself, calling them tasks, not tests. That specific legal language is used so no defense attorney can later argue in court that their client simply failed a scientific test. Sarah does not care about any of this. She wants to go home. She refuses the exercises. She starts looping through, crying, bargaining, and screaming like she is running through every emotion at full speed with no brakes. She begs the officers to take her home. She offers to leave her car on the street. She asks them to Google her address. When none of that works, she shifts into something far more dangerous. She starts accusing the officers of hurting her. She screams that the officer touched her inappropriately. She claims her wrists are being injured by the handcuffs. She demands a doctor for mental injuries. She threatens to bring everything down 100% if they do not let her go. This is not random panicking. This is a calculated attempt to flip the script and make the officers the ones under investigation. She is trying to create a liability trap, hoping the threat of a complaint will scare them into setting her free. The officers do not flinch. They call a supervisor. They photograph her wrists. They document everything on body camera. Every single false accusation she makes is being recorded in real time. Then comes the moment that seals her fate completely. As the officer moves her toward the patrol car, Sarah stomps directly on his foot. She does not accidentally bump him. She stomps. And in the state of Florida, intentionally striking a law enforcement officer, even on the toe, is a felony. You do not need to throw a punch. You do not need to cause serious injury. One stomp out of frustration, and you have just committed battery on a law enforcement officer. The arrest is now locked in. There is no more negotiating. There is no going home tonight. The officer reads her the Florida implied consent warning for the breathalyzer. She interrupts him. She argues. She refuses. What Sarah does not understand is that she already consented to this test the day she signed for her driver's license. Driving is a privilege, not a right. Refusing the breathalyzer triggers an automatic 1-year suspension of her license, completely separate from anything that happens in criminal court. She just made her situation twice as bad by saying no. By the end of the night, Sarah is facing battery on a law, enforcement officer driving under the influence, failure to obey a lawful order, and obstruction without violence, a towed car, a suspended license, a criminal record, and legal fees that will follow her for years. All of it started because she could not make one simple U-turn. The officers stayed calm through every insult, every false accusation, every meltdown. They documented everything. They called supervisors. They did everything right. And Sarah spent the night proving that the side of the road is the worst possible place on earth to throw a temper tantrum. If this story shocked you, drop a like and tell me in the comments what you would have done. If you were one of those officers because their patience was on another level entirely,